I'm Rick from the Searchlight Foundation, and I've come over this morning. Billy's very kindly offered to lend us a hand with getting this medical aid you see here over into Poland, which can then be disseminated through to Ukraine. This has come from a very good friend of ours of the charity Alexandra. I shall tag her in the video. We collected this last night and we brought it here this morning, and Billy from Veterans in Action is going to take it from here and then do the dirty work, get it over.
Yeah, we are off out tomorrow morning to meet our Polish partners, so we should be with them Sunday morning. We've got all the stuff in the background as well, it's all going to be loaded up into the vans. And we'll have this here tomorrow, so thank you very much to Rick and the Searchlight Foundation, isn't it?
Searchlight Foundation,
because without this, we can't get to where we're going and get it right to the front line where it's needed, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, we wanted to just show you what we've had to purchase this stuff, because this is the stuff you can't buy. Well, you can buy it online, but not in the volume we need. So these are tourniquets, Cat 7 tourniquets. We get 200 of these we've just purchased. These are going out to the front line tomorrow. From SP Services, they've got the civvy version of a battlefield dressing. You know, same stuff the military use, but in a civvy packaging. We've got Celox, which is a hemostatic gauze. We have major bleed trauma kits, like so for this, for kind of major hemorrhaging. That's more of that stuff in there. And here, I believe we have some chest seals, I think it is. Yeah, open chest wounds, like the dressings for that. I mean, this is all, this little box here that you can see, £2,500 this cost. So but it's the proper gold star stuff if you want. So there's lots of that stuff in here. And Billy will just pan round with all this stuff to take as well. There's a mixture of first aid and other trauma kits. Come this way, Billy. This is all brought down by Trafford Veterans. Brought this, and Northwest Veterans. And if I look at this stuff, the stuff here at the bottom here was brought by the Searchlight Foundation. Rick just brought that in this morning. Lots of medical stuff in here. Round here we have, sorry about the lights changing in here. So we have pressure dressings. We have Israeli pressure dressings. These were brought up from Caleb. I'll tag them all in this post. Catastrophic hemorrhaging dressings. There's a lot of good stuff here. Round the back here, the guys are going to try to get this way. There's all these things. These are from offshore, oil rigs offshore. We've got, I think there's about 15 of these packages here already. So that's what we're taking out in this trip. We've been very specific what we're taking this trip because it's going to the front line. Our Polish partners are going to take that right in. And sorry about the mess around here, but we've got building as well at the same time as doing all this. So there's a lot of stuff going out, and there's a lot of the normal stuff, there's nappies and stuff like that as well, but not so many this time. Although we still need that stuff. One of the things I want to make sure get out there is people think you do this for nothing. It costs money because we can't get these medical items. They're not your normal off-the-shelf medical items. You have to go to specific companies to get this stuff, and it's really, really needed, in much more quantities than we can get with the funds we have. But we're trying our best to get it to the people that need it. And here's me and Keith again. We're on our way to Poland again, Keith?
Aye, we are.
You know, just the two of us this time. Just about aboard the tunnel, and another 700 miles to do after that, like to get to our hotel for tonight, which is just over the German-Polish border. And then we'll head into Legnica tomorrow morning to meet with Piotr and get this load off. We're rammed to the gunnels in this. We could have took two vehicles, but we just rammed everything into this one to save a bit of cash. It's quite an expensive business going over here. Plus we're having to buy a lot of the medical kit now, like it's battlefield dressings and stuff like that, which you can't get off the shelf obviously. Hemostatic dressings and chest wound dressings and stuff like that, so we'll get quite a good load on this time. So that's what we're up to now, eh?
Aye, we are.
Here we are, we just swapped over drivers. We're just past, well, we're quite a bit past Dortmund now, aren't we?
We are indeed.
We're about, if you look at our sat nav there, we have, you can see that, due to arrive at 18:37, so we got 5 hours to go really. It's not been a bad run, is it?
No, too easy.
It's been pretty good. We get held up around Duisburg, which is a normal place we get held up. The road works over the Rhine, but apart from that it's been plain sailing, isn't it?
Aye, right.
And that's what we're up to doing. So we should be in a hotel, tucked up in bed by 8 o'clock, I think.
Oh yeah. That's when you do anything for someone else with other people, you feel good about yourself. Helping others, it helps you. You know, it may sound selfish, but the more you help, the better you feel.
So like, when you came into this, you were nervous about the driving really, weren't
Well,
you?
yeah, I mean, being of a certain age, and a dodgy knee, a dodgy arm, you know, driving a manual, you know, I thought it might have been too much for me, to be honest, but it's been fine.
So there's just me and you in this trip, isn't there?
But there is.
Which gives us time to have a good chat and that, doesn't it? You can listen to my music and all that.
Well, I've been listening to something, I don't know about music, but...
So, it's important to say that the whole reality of what we're trying to do is about the vessels we're taking out, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's about the stuff, yeah, the medical supplies and everything that we're supplying for Ukraine, but it is about what we get out of it. You know, very little point in you, Duncan, Richard, doing it together, because that's not what we're about.
No, it's not, and we're using this as part of our Veterans People's Places Pathways project, isn't it?
Yeah.
With VOS down in Portsmouth. So, like, it's allowed you to engage in another way. I mean, you're already involved in Veterans Action, this just gives you another way to get involved, doesn't it?
It does, I mean, I use social media quite a lot, you know, and the feedback I get makes me feel good, because we all sit and watch the news and it's terrible, but you actually feel that you're doing something useful to it.
Well, you are. I mean, this stuff we are taking out right now is really essential, isn't it?
It is, yeah. But what I'm trying to get across was that the people that I know that can't go support me, which supports us.
Well, it supports them as well. They feel they're part of it then,
Yeah.
don't they? Just about to have some Coco Kufka. Huh? Oh, it just looks like Coco Kufka, doesn't it? Aye.
Z czego ono się składa?
Aye. Oh yeah.
Serio?
No z kukułek. Tak, z cukierku kukułka,
Look, I look at our lovely feast we got tonight. This is
Po angielsku wszystko poza
What?
angielsku wypisane.
Gomki,
Bigos.
Bush, Bigos, Sledge. I'm not going to go for that one. What's this one again?
Jajka.
Jajka. Alright, I'm going to try it. Drobdówka. I said that. Right. That's good, isn't it? Alright, thanks very much for this tonight. Look, you are the fantastic hosts. We love coming here, and it's just a pleasure to have a bit of relaxing time with you with a drink. And my Coco Kufka. Are we going to do this?
Na zdrowie.
Na zdrowie. That's definitely Coco Kufka.
Ula!
Good.
Ula!
Building trust with you, that's important to us, that we can trust who we are working with. And I know I can trust you because you give the evidence of the stuff we bring in to you, which means the people that donate, the stuff's get to it. So that video you did, was that in Biliki? That video you did for me, was that in that place, Biliki, was it?
Yes, from
Yes.
the hospital was
Yes.
one. Yes,
So that's important for the people to donate.
I know.
That they
I-
see
I-
that.
I exactly
So
know that.
I'm here with Peter now, and we've just been talking about the short of food in Biliki, is it?
Yes.
And everything else. But food weighs a lot, so they'd rather buy the food locally. And this wasn't planned, but I've got some money with me just now, and I want to give some money to Peter to now, and I'll get a receipt for this. And what we'll see at the end of that is when or whoever delivers it, it may not be Peter that delivers it, whoever delivers it will give the evidence of that. So I'll probably go here. there's €300, right, okay?
Alright.
So there's €300
Right,
there that we're
thank you.
taking out of the donations that we've brought in so that we can buy some food in the area. I know it's nothing really in the grand scheme of things,
You know, this
but,
is very.
but it all helps, doesn't it?
This is a lot. This
Yeah.
is a lot for them.
So like for us, we would like to do that, and this is where the donations go. It's right to the people that need it in Ukraine, and this team here at this table work their arses off to make sure that people get the stuff. It's important stuff, isn't it? And we can't thank you enough. We, as I've said many times, we do the easy part, you do the hard part. But every step needs to happen.
I know, not
to
so
get it.
hard, you know, it's the same hard part as your just drive
Well,
the car.
But it's still getting into place. Right, tell me what's happening with the aid that's getting into the country.
The most of the help and of the aid is going to the big cities. It's going to Kharkiv, Kiev, and most is going to Lviv, where you know there is no war. There's sometimes felt a rocket, and okay, this is dangerous. Some people are dying, but this is not the true war. What is going on the east of Ukraine, and aid given to Lviv is stuck in the warehouses. So as far as is, there is the situation is worse. There are worse. Of the worst situation is on the villages, because the large towns, large cities get the aid, but the little cities as Bieliki, which has 4,500 inhabitants, something like that, and more than 2,000 of internal refugees from Kharkiv, from Mykolaiv, they don't take any aid from the big organization, because they don't deliver it. It's not delivered. So, and you know, the Poltava itself is a big city in the center of Ukraine. Poltava itself has 2 million of internal refugees. So the refugee problem, the refugee crisis, is not only in Poland. There is also a big deal in Ukraine, and they also need help. Taking the money there and buying the food on the local store is more effective, and also it helps local economy. You know, if there is a little village and we deliver 5 tons of food, so the shopkeeper is he's down.
So the reality is, as a charity, we are not really supposed to give money. That's not what we're set up to do as a charity. But I think, and I hope the people that donate to us can see that this is worthwhile, that it's going to the right people. We've built lots of trust over the last 2 months, 3 months nearly with Peter, and it's building that trust that allows us to be able to bring the stuff to them, and knowing that it's going to go to the end destination where it needs to be.